My name is 𝘍𝘬𝘦𝘆𝑡. I'm the General Manager at Serru. Serru is a company that builds steel structure buildings. About half of our projects are industrial buildings, and the other half are in the agri-food sector. Today, the company faces several challenges. First, there's the hiring challenge. In the southern Mayenne region, unemployment is quite low, which makes it very difficult to recruit, both for shop floor workers and for technical and administrative staff. That was one of the main reasons we turned to AGT and their robotic system. After a year and a half of use, we've seen that the robot is equivalent to about 5 or 6 full-time welders. The robot isn't here to replace people. It's mainly there to make up for the workers we haven't been able to hire. It can handle a huge number of repetitive tasks that are much harder for a human operator. People need breaks. They can't work continuously or operate at 100% all the time. The robot clearly helped us deliver this project, especially since we had a very high volume to produce in a very short time frame. That was right at the very start of implementing the robot. We weren't sure how we were going to meet the production deadlines, but honestly, we were amazed. We completed everything smoothly and at a speed we never thought possible.
My name is Julian Stockman. I am the production manager here at Serru in 𝘍𝘪𝘴𝘦. On average, we process between 400 and 500 tons of steel every month in our workshop. Right now, we are in a phase where many of our buildings have welded built-up beams. So, we currently have a large tonnage on our sites with these beams. The BeamMaster has really helped us speed up our steel production, especially the welding side. We've been able to automate a lot of the long manual welds we used to do by hand. Most of our built-up beams are now welded directly on the BeamMaster. The operators can now focus on other tasks, so we're able to concentrate more of our workforce on the assembly side. All those long welding jobs we used to do manually are now completely handled by the BeamMaster. So, we've basically turned our welders into assemblers. With Cortex, we can run multi-pass welds directly from the welding programs we send to the robot. Everything is pre-programmed. There's just a bit of touch-up and finishing at the end, and that's it. When the workload is heavy, we can easily adjust the schedule. The evening team usually starts around 10 p.m. and sets up a large piece for welding before finishing their shift. The robot runs completely autonomously until around 3 in the morning. When the morning team comes back, they switch the parts, restart the process, and the robot keeps working almost non-stop, 24 hours a day. This has allowed us to increase our overall capacity by about 10%, boost our monthly productive hours, and, most importantly, significantly reduce our level of subcontracting. I think AGT's real added value has definitely been in the Cortex software. It converts all our Tekla data into production-ready welding data right from day one. The very first parts we grabbed from the shop floor for testing. We simulated them, processed them, loaded them on the BeamMaster, and 15 minutes later, it was welding perfectly without any programming. The SnapCam was also something we were really looking forward to. Today, we're seeing about a 20 to 25% increase in speed, thanks to the SnapCam. It detects welds incredibly fast. That's been a huge step forward for us.
My name is 𝘍𝘪𝘴𝘦𝘥. I take care of all the simulations, planning what happens on the robot. Prior to that, there's programming. We get an AGTX file on which, depending on the profiles, we will check to see if the automatically generated welds are correct, and we will run a simulation. So in fact, we run all the programs to simulate in the evening before leaving, and we get all the simulations the next morning.
The support from AGT and the relationship we've had since the very beginning have been excellent.